What can we do about the atmosphere in football? And I've been thinking about this the last couple of days just because there's been a sort of debate going on in the Liverpool fan community and in Liverpool fan circles about day trippers and non-local fans. But from what I can see, it's been quite different to the debate that happens in more of a football-wide context, just because most of the comments and replies I've seen from Scousers and from Liverpool fans are saying they don't really care where you're from or where you've come from to support the club as long as you sing in the stands, which honestly I massively agree with. And I think that's kind of the point, is that this isn't really a local versus non-local problem, because as loads of people have pointed out, you get Scousers that are season ticket holders that sit in the Kop and just don't sing. So it's that the atmosphere thing is not solely due to tourists. Not that I'm saying that that's not part of the issue, but it's not a black and white problem. You can't just divide people like that, you know? In my opinion, I think it's a massive problem with football culture as a whole, because every weekend, if you go on like Twitter or TikTok or something, you will see a picture or a video of someone that's been taken in the stands of a football ground because the poster doesn't like something that fan has done or worn to the match, and then that person's getting rinsed by thousands of strangers on the internet. And I think because of that very toxic environment, so many people are just scared to do anything that stands out. So they won't sing in case it embarrasses them. They won't wear their club shirt in case it embarrasses them. They just are so scared of being posted on the internet or people calling them cringe, which I think is it's ruining the atmosphere, it's ruining the environment for everyone. I also do think there is sort of a local, non-local element to this, just because I don't think it's controversial to say that I think local fans should always be prioritised, because the club is the community for them. They get the most out of it compared to anyone else. Obviously, I'm a non-local Liverpool fan, and Liverpool got me into football. Without them, I wouldn't watch football, and I would die for the club. But to say that I have the same sort of allegiance to the club as a born and bred Scouser is simply false. The flip side of that is that, and I don't know if this is just partly because of it being Liverpool, I feel like I have a responsibility to learn as much as I can about the history of the city and the history of the club and fully kind of immerse myself in that. So when I do go to Anfield, I do sing as loud as I can. Partly because, I don't get there a lot. So when I do, it means a lot. But partly because I don't see why you wouldn't do that as a fan. You're there to support the team. So in that sense, I do think that there is a bit of a touristy element to it, because there are some people that just go to matches because they don't really care. They just kind of want to watch a good team win, you're not really a fan of the club in that instance, I don't think. And that is a problem. And people have discussed how to kind of handle this. And, Spirit of Shankly kind of do want to keep prices down in the Kop and find a way to get people who are loud and who do sing into one area, which is kind of what they do with our ultras sections in European clubs. You have one section that kind of leads all the chants and it is loud. I'm not sure how they do that here, just because of the culture is so on the decline, I think, because of what I said before. It's just so toxic. But I don't know. There's got to be a way to do it. The question is just how.